What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2024 Ross Chastain Busch Light Country Chevrolet Camaro. Might be the best Ross Chastain paint scheme ever. Not just 2024, ever. Let's go and hop to it. Alrighty, folks, outside of the Diecast box, and look at this paint scheme. Guys, this might be Diecast of the Year. I'm not even kidding you. This thing has got so much going on with it, and I love it. Wow. So I believe this ran at Nashville, because it says Nashville on the deck lid. But just look at the paint scheme. I mean, there is so much crap going on with it. It is fantastic. So we'll start over here to the front windscreen. Obviously, it says Chastain. But you look on the roof, and then you look on the hood, it kind of has like this bandana kind of pattern, you know, kind of a, then you'd see like on some curtains or a tablecloth. But then you notice there's like the Busch logo here. You got the Busch logo up here. I'm telling you, man, the Busch paint schemes are the most creative paint schemes in NASCAR. They understand marketing. They do a phenomenal job. And this is just another one of their amazing creations. They don't miss. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just batting 1,000, man. They are just slugging. So you got Chastain right there in the front windscreen. Busch Light Country. Notice it doesn't say Anheuser-Busch or anything. It just says Busch Light. But the paint scheme colors, I mean, you got the white. You kind of have this periwinkle blue, the red. You get even some dark blue on this car. It is just, wow. Look at this. And usually the mountains on the car are white mountains, right? Similar to the Coors Light. But since you have, you know, the base of the car is painted white, they did the dark blue mountains here, kind of like a shadow, if you will. That looks so cool, man. I mean, wow. Beautiful looking paint scheme. That periwinkle #1, that looks pretty cool. Sunoco Trackhouse. Let's go to the left side of the diecast. And again, there's just so many just subtle details to this freaking car. All the music notes. You have the little guitar strings there. You have the stars. Then you have the metallic red foil #1. And what's crazy, this looks like a patriotic car that would run at like a, you know, a Coke 600 or a Pepsi 400. Or Pepsi 400. Coke Zero Sugar 400. I'm old school. I'm sorry. I'm from the 2000s. Anyways, the paint scheme really looks like a Coke 600 car, but it's not. It's a Nashville car. Unbelievable. What a beautiful looking car, man. Got Busch Light there. Got a bunch of different... I'm assuming these are artists or something that might be associated with Busch Light. Maybe they had a promotion or a concert series. Got NASCAR Salutes. So technically it's a Salutes car, but nowadays they run the NASCAR Salutes logo for like 3 months almost. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Goodyear Cup Series. Got Ross Chastain, Simeon's, Wendy's. You got Worldwide Express, Moose, Kubota. Beautiful looking paint scheme. And there's those little mountaintops I mentioned. Very, very cool. Go to the back end of the car. Look at that. They even have more of the bandana pattern on the rear of the car, man. That just, look at that. Bam! That is so cool, bro. Got Camaro, Busch Light, Quaker State, ZL1. Go to the right side of this diecast. And if the more you look at the car, the more crap you notice. I mean, who comes up with designs like this, guys? Fantastic stuff. And, you know, there's so many next-gen paint schemes, right? But very few of them have this amount of detail. And they do it on a consistent basis. I mean, I'll just show another Busch Light paint scheme, like the flannel car. Notice the detail on the actual flannel on the car. It's not just random squares. No, they actually put like a plaid fabric stitching to it. You can see the little lines. That's not like pixelated because it's like printed. No, that's actual part of the car. That's detail. That is just absolutely phenomenal. I'll show another one of these Ross Chastain paint schemes. Look at this one. This is the Busch Light Crocs car. You can see the mountains in the background, the trees, the graphics. You have the little white mountain tops in the front of the car. This is marketing. That's how you do paint schemes. Trackhouse, they are undefeated in terms of the NASCAR paint department since their joining of the Cup Series. I'm not saying all their paint schemes are the best ever, but overall, they smoke the competition in terms of designs. At the top of the car, you have the #1 right there. It's the same color as the door number, but it doesn't have the metallic foil. Got Busch Light, Chastain, and then Nashville is Busch Country. So I believe this ran at Nashville. He won Nashville in 2023, so it kind of makes sense for them to kind of, you know, do a pretty big paint scheme. But I mean, this This car hits, man. I really hope they bring it back for 2025. And speaking of 2025, his primary paint scheme for that season, as we are living in the 2025, it is out and available at Circle B Diecast. You can pick it up. This is the Diecast chassis variant also of this car. The plastic chassis might not be out just yet. You can tap in to check it out, though. They have like 9 different Busch Light cars over there. The Kubota car. They got all kinds of crazy stuff. Make sure to tap in, pick up your copy today from Circle B. But absolutely, if you could only pick maybe 1 or 2 of the Busch Light paint schemes, this is the one I would recommend. This one right here is just absolutely amazing. It's the best one out of all of his paint schemes from 2024, in my opinion. They made so many others. I'm going to show them real quick in the studio, and they're crazy cool. And all the different ideas they've had with Ross Chastain and the different paint schemes. I mean, I wonder what they're going to do for the 2025 season. It's going to be interesting to see. 2025 primary paint scheme, as I mentioned, also the new box designs for the year. Just absolutely amazing job, by the way. Fantastic looking car. I mean, what other NASCAR teams have paint schemes this cool? I'm just keeping it real, man. I mean, I'm a Hendrick guy, and their paint schemes can't even hold a candle to Trackhouse, man. Their stuff is absolutely amazing. This is the car he ran at Iowa, which they had the what is it, the tire went flat and they parked it on the racetrack and they had to bring a fancy tow truck to get it back, something like that. Anyways, it was famous for that last year when the Cup Series went to Iowa. I believe this is when they ran that paint scheme. So that's an amazing car right there. And then how about the Busch Light Peach Chevrolet Camaro? I mean, it's just so many cool paint schemes. This is the Busch Light Retro car. I believe this ran at the Fall Darlington race. I could be tripping on that, but I believe that's true. And, well, we'll show his teammate because why not? Daniel Suarez, 2024 Tootsie's Chevrolet Camaro. He ran a couple different versions of this car. I think the Talladega one is going to get made in the 1/64 scale that has, I believe, the playoff logos on it. Or no, it just had the bright neon. That's what I'm thinking. It had the fluorescent pink on the car, which looks absolutely amazing. Hopefully that gets produced in the 1/64 scale as well. So, what do y'all think about all these crazy cool paint schemes? Make sure to comment down below, fellas. Pick up your copy today. These cars are freaking amazing. Hopefully they'll do more alternates in 2025. I mean, they did it for Kevin Harvick. Every year he was with Busch Light. Every year they had like 10 different Busch paint schemes. Cool to see them do the same thing with Ross Chastain. Hopefully we'll get more paint schemes. And then it kind of makes me wonder, like, would they possibly sponsor one of his teammates, right? With SVG joining Trackhouse Racing full-time, could they possibly get one of those paint schemes made? Or, of course, Daniel Suarez, would he possibly get an alternate from Busch as well? That would be really cool. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.